No, nafikiri kitu ambayo nataka kusema, what I can say today is that under Article 203, 216, 217, the constitution provision as did we review the budgetary and formula allocation by after every 5 years. I think as counties who have not benefited before, it is not wrong for us to gain at this time, because we have now 8 years that these counties have benefited since the inception of devolution, and therefore we want to look at all the factors and the parameters that are there. These tools that have been put in place must benefit us, and in fact we have just been punished for the population. We don't have any other problem. The population itself is the population we have. Population is people who need services. There are no other parameters, and the representation is based on service and money. And therefore, let us allow our counties to get more money. The counties that are losing in quotes are counties that they have been provided for by the Equalization Fund. The Equalization Fund under Article 204 are specifically provided for provision of marginalized counties of rectifying or affirmative action. Therefore, it is not wrong for us to demand more resources for our counties. It is very right, because the comparison of service delivery from one person to another as compared to regions, SL regions, is not good. But of course we would want the solidarity of the nation. But the resource allocation should be based on equity, not equality. There is no day we cannot be equal. It is based on equity. And the parameters that are being used more service, poverty index, population. You know, even for example in Nairobi, you might say there is high GDP. But the point is, you have up and poor. There are people who can't pay rent. There are people who can access clean water. There are people. So in as much as you want to look at the bigger picture, you must concentrate on the other aspect also.
But Senator, we are all equal under the Kenyan Constitution, aren't we?
No, you can't say, of course, the equality before the law, but also the Constitution recognizes equity. So based on that, you must look at it from different angles. You can't just say we can't be equal. There is no day we'll be equal. It is about equity. And in terms of resources, that is why we say equitable sharing. That is why when you are sharing through division of revenue, DORA, you use equity principle. You don't use equality. That is why Nandi I get maybe 6 billion, Kakamega get 8, Turkana gets 10 billion. So at the end of the day, we use equity. So that's why we call equitable share. Yeah.
Right. How much is Mombasa bound to lose? The report by the Finance and Budget Committee sailed through the Senate.
Mombasa was likely to lose about 1.1 billion if the Finance and Budget Committee report would have been adopted by the House. And it's unfortunate that the Speaker adjourned the House even without allowing members to contribute to the motion to adjourn or not to adjourn the House this afternoon. As you are aware, we have been grappling with this formula issue for the last 1 month. The first motion came, it was adjourned, then a special session was convened, again it was adjourned, and now a third special session has been convened and has also been adjourned because of unpreparedness on the part of the majority leader and the chairman of the finance committee. So what we are saying is that unless they move fast and seek a consensus, this thing is likely to fail, and we are likely to put the counties in a lot of problems because the county revenue allocation bill has not been passed. And the more we delay, the more anxious we are making the counties, because they are likely not to spend any money that are likely to be allocated to them in this financial year. Na niongee kwa Kiswahili, kwanza ni masikitiko kwamba Spika ameahirisha kikao bila kufuata taratibu za bunge. Wabunge au maseneta walikuwa tayari kujadili mswada wa ugavi wa fedha kwa kaunti zetu, na upande wa wengi katika bunge walikuwa wameomba kikao kiahirishwe. Lakini kabla spika kutoa fursa kama tunapinga ama tunakubali kuahirisha, alikiahirisha kikao kinyume na sheria. Kwa hivyo tunamwambia spika kwamba kikao kikiitwa huwa ni kikao kifanye maamuzi, tuendelee na kikao ama tusiendelee. Yeye peke yake hana uwezo wa kuahirisha kikao ambacho sisi kama maseneta ambao tulisaini watu 20 kuita kikao, hatujaamua kuahirisha ama kutoahirisha. Kwa hivyo tunamwambia spika kwamba iwapo ataendelea na mfumo huu, bunge litakosa imani na huenda hata yeye pia akawa hatarini ya kuweza kuondolewa na kikao cha Senate. Asante.
Wanaongoja, yes.
Live. Wewe kijani bwana. Utapigwa nini? Thank you. Before you are a number of senators, some of our colleagues have left. Today, the Senate came to conduct a very important duty of passing a formula for giving counties money. And 90% of the senators hold the view, and have held this view, that no county should be disenfranchised because devolution is for the entire country. It is unfortunate that the House has been illegally and unlawfully adjourned because those who are pushing the agenda against a section of the country realize that the numbers don't exist. And so we just want to express that disappointment and to assure them, because we've held a lot of consultations, we've sat with them, they refuse to come for some meetings, but to assure them that even if it comes next week or the week after, whenever it is, we will protect devolution. Whatever methods they are trying to use to intimidate, to harass, or to cajole members from going a certain direction will not hold in the Senate. The Senate will continue to stand for the people of the Republic of Kenya. And so we are disappointed, and that unlawful measure will be addressed next week. It shall be raised on the floor of the House. And on top of the committee report, we shall also bring another motion on the same. Because our counties need to budget, our counties need to get resources, and we need to make sure that this us versus them idea, the notion that is being peddled around, stops. This country is for all of us, from Abasway to Migori, from Kwale to Turkana, and we are going to protect it. And I'm urging senators not to just look at their counties, but at the entire country. The same hunger a woman in Turkana is feeling right now is the same one as a woman in Madari, is the same one in Nyeri, is the same one in Narok, was in Gishu, everywhere. And so we want to just pledge our fidelity to the Constitution, that we will stand strong. And those who know what they are trying to do, we cannot be intimidated, we cannot be shaken. We will continue in this path. I want to thank senators for standing and supporting my amendment, which I brought, which will going to make sure that no county will get less than what it got in the previous year. And moving forward, when allocations go up, the formula is applied for the rest of the country. So that we move together. I don't think anybody will be proud if Nairobi develops at the expense of another county, or if Nakuru develops, yet Bomet is going down. We want to move together as one country, and that is the essence of building bridges, that every Kenyan, wherever they might be, know they have a fair chance, there is fairness, and that they are part of Kenya. There is no Kenya A and Kenya B. It is only one indivisible country, and that is what we believe in. That is what we know the president stands for. That's what we know the prime minister stands for. That's what we know even the Wiper leader stands for. So whoever is misadvising them should just be sure and clear that that is the route that we are going.
From where you stand, why did the Speaker make the decision to push forward this sitting to Tuesday? Of course, we know there are some contentious issues regarding the proposal that have been put forward.
First, there's no contention, because it will make it sound like the House is split into two. It is not. And the reason for that adjournment is those who have been pushing that agenda and that scheme have realized they have no numbers. Normally, when you have no numbers, you go to the vote. You don't say, if we're having a football match and you have scored 2 goals, you don't say now the match is over. The match has to end. And there are rules and you have standing orders and procedures for adjournment of any matter. And so that was the real reason, because they realized that their agenda would not go through. But it is okay. Even on Tuesday, we will still be senators. We will still be here, and we will do what is right. Our conscience is clean. We will sleep easy, and we will wait for Tuesday or whenever it is. But until now, counties, we are well into the new financial year. Counties cannot budget. We cannot do the County Allocation of Revenue Act, which gives counties the resources they require. And we want to urge governors and county assembly members to stand with us as we stand for devolution and for this country. Devolution is not a competition between the national government and the counties. Devolution is not a competition between counties. We don't come here to compete. We come here to collegially work together to bring up our counties. And that is what we swore fidelity to. That's the oath we swore, and that is what we will continue to do fearlessly.
Labda kidogo tueleze, kuna mapendekezo kadhaa ambayo yametolewa. Kwanza kuwa utekelezaji wa mfumo.
How much is Kwale bound to lose?
Kwale was bound to lose 1.1 billion shilling. Now just imagine, for such a smaller county like Kwale losing 1.1 billion shilling. Right? And as you know, we are in this country we have 47 counties, and actually we should share this amount of money equally, just like my other senator was saying together. So I wouldn't rather like to say that I'm appealing. I'm not appealing. This is our right, that all Kenyans should get equal amount of money. So with the decision which was taken by the speaker that to adjourn the session, I don't find it credible for it. So seriously, I support my other colleagues who are supporting us. They have gained, but they are supporting us also. I thank them very much, so that their solidarity supporting other counties which are losing. So this shows that we are one thing. This is one country, one nation, one country. And we really thank them so much that we should not be divided because of some other small things.
You can put it in Kiswahili now.
Yeah. Kusema la kweli, kwanza ningetoa shukrani kubwa sana kwa wale wa seneta wengine ambao kaunti zao zimepata, ambao walikuwa wapate pesa zaidi. Kaunti ya Kwale, kama mimi seneta Kwale, nilikuwa nitapoteza bilioni 1.1 Kwale. Lakini kwa uamuzi wa senators wa speaker aliotumia siku leo kwamba kikao kihairishwe, na kikao hichi kimeitwa as a special sitting, ambao karibu members senator 20 wamesaini kwamba tukutane leo tujadili tuweze kumalizika huu mzozo wa revenue za county. Hii si mara ya kwanza special sitting kukaa, hii ni mara ya pili, sio mara ya tatu. Kwa hivyo hii njama ambayo atakufanya huyo na nini na hao wengine haitafaulu. Sisi ni nchi moja, Kenya moja, kaunti 47, na tugawanye sawa sawa hizi pesa kama vile kwa tukigawanya pesa zamani kama kawaida. Lakini tusiweze kugawanyana kwamba mwingine apate zaidi, mwingine apate chini. Kwa hivyo mimi nawashukuru sana wale maseneta wenzetu ambao wametuunga mkono, ambao kaunti zao walikuwa zinapata zaidi, lakini wamesimama na sisi solidarity. Hiyo ni kuoneshana kwamba tuna upendo na umoja katika nchi yetu ya Kenya.
When the census report was made public, some senators, I don't know whether you are one of them, you pointed out a couple of gaps in this, and what we are seeing now is that some of these counties that were negatively affected by the result of the census are also affected by what we are seeing today. What do you make of what has just transpired in this special sitting today?
Thank you very much. I want to begin by saying that when this matter came up more than 2 weeks ago, there were serious divisions on positions to be taken at the final vote. And I made my position very clear as Senator of Kitui, that the principle of any negotiation should be that no county should lose money. And I think there have been consultations and discussions over the last 2 weeks. And to my thinking and to my understanding, we had come up with amendments that were supposed to ensure that no county this year and years to come will ever lose money from division, from the sharing of revenues. But today, what has happened today, I want to go on record on this matter, that what happened today is the most bizarre thing that I've ever seen in any sitting of parliament. Because what happened today is that the leader of majority moved a motion of adjournment. But even before he finished moving the motion, there was nobody to second that motion. The speaker woke up and adjourned the house without a seconder and without putting the question. I have never seen anything like this before. And I want to say this. At the end of the day, as the Senate of the Republic of Kenya, we must never be seen to be running away from making decisions, even our decisions. This is a difficult decision. It is a decision that must be made. But at the end of the day, the position that I take as Senator of Kitui is supposed to be losing around 432 million Kenya shillings from the proposed formula. We are saying no county, not just Kitui, no county in this country should ever lose money because of a basis for sharing revenue.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.